just had to be updated. But I just don't know why see, the basic problem is, the board is brought in at the end of the process. The board should be interviewing or speaking to the engineer. If certain directors don't want to be at those meetings, let them not. The board has to try to make an informed decision. Only way to make an informed decision is by speaking to the consultants. Things may come up. I have the same problem with any other work we do. We're talking about garage automation someday, not now. I want to speak to those companies because I had expertise. Previous board looked into it. I don't mean to diverge, but I'm just showing comparison. I have the expertise, and I don't want to just leave it to the bids go out, we get it back, these are the ones you can pick from. So, that's the problem that I have with this. And since I didn't speak to the engineers, and we weren't given the opportunity, and the board, according to this plan, the board doesn't get involved until after the bids are back, and then the engineering company speaks to the board. I want to speak to them earlier in the process. Every time I bring that up.
Where's the transparency?
Richard, with all due respect, you're the due diligence officer.
Wait.
Okay, wait a minute.
Now
Wait,
you
Richard.
want me to.
Please.
I'll
let you
talk. Go ahead.
That's all right. Whatever you have to say.
Every time I brought it up, I'm sorry, Mr. President. I'm sorry, you went along with Dorothy, this is the way we do it. I said it each time. I wanna interview them before the RFPs go out. Because you learn in that process. You interview one company, you say, oh, I didn't know that. You ask the second company. I went through it. I've been on the board 10.5 years. This is the way, I think this is the best way that the process works. Not to shut out the board until the end. My opinion.
Okay,
Hope you
Richard, what you're saying sounds good, but you know, you've been part of every move we've made. When you asked to have it tabled, it was
Yes.
tabled. We met
The
with.
board, excuse me, the board agreed with me.
The board, okay, I had no problems with that, but the board didn't decide that. The board, did you ever make a motion on this, when we tabled it? Did you say the board asked to meet with it, meet regarding this? The reason why, when we had the initial discussion, okay, what happened was, the genesis of this was that, we started looking, we were doing the CNA, and it became clear that the generator that we have now cannot sustain, okay, is failing on full load testing. Right now, excuse me,
I didn't hear it from the engineers.
wait a minute, we discussed it, if you had the full, I'm not gonna debate this because you were there at every meeting. This whole position that you're taking comes as a full surprise to every member of this board, because we've had discussion
No,
numerous times.
because you never listened
No,
to
no,
me each
I
time I
never
said
listened
that.
to you, I turned to you
I said,
for
what
advice
happened
on
to this?
almost everything as due diligence officer. I asked you for your guidance, we have these discussions in open meetings. This comes as a shocker, because nothing that you've said here, you've said at any board meeting, at any time in the last 3 months, and that's the truth.
Wait a minute. Will you-
Okay,
we
wait a minute,
discussed it a
you
month
got
ago.
your chance to talk. You can't expect, okay, fine, thank you, okay? I will tell you that every board member here will attest that we've had plenty of meetings, and you have never, ever said this, ever, on the generator, because we're talking about the generator.
I did.
Okay?
I
well,
did.
Okay, you know what, the fact is, this is, if the board decided that it wanted to interview the generator people, if you had said, I want, in a closed session or a working session, listen, Richard, we really wanna have this, and I don't think we would have denied the discussion.
You're the
And I would have
president,
not
you
been-
should know better.
Please, Gail, this is the last time I tell you. One more time, under the law and under the bylaws and under the ARs, you will be asked to leave.
No, she won't.
Bylaws?
Okay,
No,
that's
it's
it,
not in the
excuse me.
bylaws.
So anyway,
Liar.
Richard,
Liar.
you have a perfect right to say that, and you had the perfect right and to bring that up. You had the perfect right to raise that as an issue. And the board would have listened to you if you had raised it, but you hadn't. And the fact is that you want, and I have a tremendous amount of respect for you, but what you're saying is the first time that you raised this issue. And how many times have we gone
That's
to you
where I
and
learned
say,
it
what
from.
do you
I
think?
learned it from.
Okay, so anyway,
That's why I did
that's,
that
you have a right to say whatever you gotta say. You have, and I'm telling you, this is the truth. This is the truth. Okay, so
I disagree with your assessment of that, because I learned of this
Okay.
by Richard
Go
bringing it
ahead,
up, by Richard
Go
bringing
ahead,
it up
don't
at a
forget.
meeting. Richard brought it up at a meeting that we've done this before, that we had these designs,
September
and that's why I
27th.
voted against it, for that very reason. Richard did bring that up, so I disagree with you wholeheartedly.
Thank you.
Thank you for
Okay,
bringing the
and
truth
let me point
forward.
something out. Right now, we don't have an emergency generator.
You
That
do have
works.
an emergency.
Wait, no, it doesn't work. Now,
What do you mean it
one of the
doesn't work?
things that's come up,
It does work.
okay, one of the things that's come up, okay, and I'll turn to our general manager, because I'm not gonna defend this on my own. This is a fact. It's either, this is not a matter of opinion, folks. This is a matter of fact. What's the condition of our present emergency generator?
Generator doesn't carry a full load for all critical systems, including the management office, maintenance department. And the emergency generator can't be exercised properly because of the potential failure of the generator during normal exercises.
Can we see the review
Okay,
from the
so-
credible source?
So, Slava,
There is no review
Slava,
by
you
credible
know,
source.
I'm gonna say something.
Hey,
Okay, if we're gonna have a meeting, we have a meeting. If we're not gonna have a meeting, okay, we're not gonna have a meeting. If you want this board to do something positive, we gotta respect each other.
Stop lying.
Okay,
I'm
so-
leaving myself because
okay.
you bold-faced
Okay,
liar. This is
so-
totally. The generator designed for 1,000
Okay,
AW. You have
okay,
500.
okay.
We reduce loads.
Okay.
I never seen such a bullshit artist in my life. Never expected. We kicked you out from committee to be. I mean,
Just-
what are your relationship
Just
with
look in the
President?
mirror.
Would you like to discuss
Just
your
look in the
relationship with
mirror.
other man or Professor
Just
Orly?
look
Do
in
you
the
have a
mirror.
relationship?
Go
I'm
ahead,
leaving.
please.
I'm leaving, Richard.
Okay,
I'm leaving.
goodbye.
But you
Goodbye.
can answer my question. Do you
Good,
have a relationship with the
good,
vendor?
good.
Do you?
Go ahead,
Do you have
Go
a
ahead.
relationship with the vendor, Richard?
please.
The vendor. I would like to make a motion to table this until we discuss it and see what we're gonna.
Okay, is there a
I
motion?
second that, I second it.
Second.
Second.
All those in favor?
Boom.
Okay.
Next.